Welcome back to Ill Eagle Culture Brands Red Tape Talk. I'm your host, John Ostos, a.k.a. Ill Eagle CEO, and I'm here with my two counterparts, Dion, Two Cup Larry, and Cody, Big Meat Mauk. What up?
So, the script didn't turn out.
The script did not turn out.
Didn't even end up the way I said it. I was shocked, honestly, but
Yeah.
Dude, so, okay, the Baltimore
So now
Ravens.
I'm convinced that what I think you were saying it early on in the conversation last time. What if they're just trying to get everyone to believe this, to bet that way, and then they switch it and everyone loses their money and these people won?
I don't know.
And
man.
that's what it looked like.
yeah.
I don't know. Just
all
watching the
knew.
Ravens, though, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
There's so much like on Lamar Jackson's back though to win that game. Like the stress must have been so crazy.
Yeah.
Well, not to mention oppression and everything else. You know, like that's gotta be hard. Bro. Fuck, can you imagine what he's working against?
That's true. That's true. The refs. I mean, you never know.
Yeah. Thank God Mahomes is light skinned, bro.
Yeah, for real. Real light
Because he
skin
came
though
out on
too.
top. He won.
That's how it works.
Yep.
That's how it works.
That's crazy, though. 10-17.
Did you guys see the flag they threw on the guy? So Zay Flowers caught the ball, ran like maybe an extra 20 yards, and the guy took him down, but held onto his leg, and Zay Flowers like pushed him off, and then like flexed over him a little bit.
Oh yeah, they got him for
Yeah, like I don't even know what it was.
Unsportsman.
But,
Yeah,
unsportsman.
unsportsman. Yeah.
So, and I was like, what the fuck? Why? Like, why?
But they said because he spun the football.
He threw the
and
ball
stood
down.
over him. No, he spun it, bro. That's against the rules, Dion. You can't spin. You could drop it,
He did-
but if you spin it, that's a violation, bro.
I don't think he really like.
It was
put on the
taunting.
ground.
That's what they called it. It was taunting. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't
taunting.
hold on to his leg.
Bro, you can't taunt people when you spin a ball. It's so illegal.
Okay, well, he should have just kicked him in the face then. So next time, maybe, I guess.
So he just spun it on the ground?
He was standing
like
up.
a top.
He threw it down like in a spinning motion.
Yeah.
And then stood over him and was
And
just
flexed.
like, not really. It's like he was about to, but then he realized I better slow my roll.
He had his arms
Interesting.
down like this. He did this flex.
Yeah.
So, he's the one that fumbled it.
He fumbled it after that play.
Oh.
So it was a pretty pivotal flag.
I mean, in football, everything's
Brutal
a
taunt.
pivotal moment.
Brutal taunt. Whoop. Oh, look at him carry it like a loaf of bread. Can't be doing that.
He doesn't fumble it here, though.
Why-
And that guy punched the fuck out of the ball, too. I don't get what.
Oh,
He didn't spin the ball. He
spun
dropped it. He
Look,
dropped the
bro, he
ball.
spun the ball. Watch his hand. Flick. Bah.
You can't
Spun
flick the
that
ball
shit.
to the
No,
ground.
it's illegal, obviously.
Look.
Clearly.
Before this, he's holding onto his leg like hard though too.
yeah, but dude, Travis Kelce was doing shit like that all game.
No, I know it's bullshit. That was a bullshit call.
That doesn't really look like a taunt to me.
Of course it's not really a taunt, bro. They had to make sure that they won, bro.
I think the refs are getting investigated too.
Like, obviously, my spinning thing is a sarcastic remark.
it looks like
but
he tried to throw the football at him a little bit
It's
though.
clearly illegal to spin the ball, bro.
I mean, you could say when he pushed him down like that, like when he put his like right there.
Look at how he's holding his leg though. He's holding his leg way after the play, still holding it, pushes him off of his leg. The only reason why he pushed him.
Oh,
But then he gets the ball fucking rocked out of his hand though. That was
that
embarrassing.
was such a close play, though. That was crazy. The precision on that play was nuts.
That was such a good punch. But yeah, so
oh man, that's a tough break.
yeah, with like in the third quarter, it was tough, but the Chiefs played well. Hopefully the 49ers can put up a good
I saw
fight.
somewhere where they were saying, I love Taylor Swift in the NFL. Conservatives are so upset about it. I'm like, fuck you, we are. Fucking dumbass.
So I
Taylor.
saw something that she's generated $310 million for the NFL.
Yeah, 20 of it went to Travis's bank account.
Yeah,
Pfizer boy.
isn't that
Yeah.
crazy?
The thing is it's not even her fault or his fault in reality. It's the NFL. That's their choice.
Reality?
Yeah, but and then it's the networks. The network and NFL.
Well, they just they saw dollar signs and they
Exactly.
capitalized on it. So that's why.
But this is what we have to understand. It's all entertainment, bro. Everything that we see on TV is
Right.
entertainment.
Yeah.
So but the problem is we blurred the lines at this point in society that we don't understand. It's just entertainment.
Yeah.
They all have PR people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're all
Oh,
like
man.
relationships in Hollywood never last because they're not meant to.
Yeah.
Because they really want to move around.
And they've been together for like a month and a half.
Yeah. People date for their bank accounts in Hollywood, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
What like it makes more sense for me to date this girl because I could increase my fucking earning potential by X amount of dollars as opposed to that chick. I'll just bang her behind closed doors.
Dude, and Kelsey's ex was pretty attractive, right?
She was hot.
She was hot, yeah.
She's I don't know, Taylor Swift, I don't know. He didn't leave her for Taylor though, did he?
I think it was relatively close.
Really?
Like, but I don't know if he left.
They
her for
probably
Taylor.
already started fooling around and then
Maybe. I don't know how they would have been associated. Cause
so I remember very clearly, like, so like there was this weird period. This is why I say it's a PR stunt, because there was this weird period, like just recently this last year, where Taylor Swift she's on tour, obviously, and celebrities are showing out at her shows like crazy. And for some reason, I'm like, why are they highlighting that so many celebrities keep going to Taylor Swift concerts? That's so weird. And it's all like these dudes and, like football players and all these rappers, like all these people were going to Taylor Swift. And I'm just like, this is odd, right? And then I seen a video where Travis Kelce was at her Taylor Swift concert. They were making a big deal about it. They're like, Travis Kelce, the NFL superstar, seen at a Taylor Swift concert. And there's like all these clips of him there. And then a few months later,
started dating.
They started dating. So it's like it's all PR, man. It's such a weird thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, look at her.
Kayla Nicole.
Can't even find it, but she is she's very beautiful for sure.
Mm.
She said she's done with dating athletes after Travis Kelce. Oh my God, he's unfaithful? No way. Nah, she's pretty.
Wait till Taylor catches some of his unfaithfulness.
Oh, for sure.
And then we're gonna hear another breakup song.
But that's why she's with the guy.
Exactly.
She's with him for a new album, bro.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts is hitting that now?
Hitting what?
Oh no, just kidding.
That would be fucking
That would be,
fun,
that'd
bro.
be crazy.
Jalen Hurts is all just ranging fucking Kelsey's
posting
ex,
videos
bro.
and stuff all summer long.
Dude, I wonder if they were like talking shit on the field. Like trying to get into his head.
Oh, for
Oh,
sure.
you know they do. You know they do, bro.
But then he's gonna say 20 million.
Yeah.
20 million what?
yeah, but
Where's your 20 million?
yeah, that's Pfizer though. That ain't got nothing to do with like
Yeah,
when the shit talking's in, it doesn't work.
I mean, shit, I don't know.
I mean, think about it, bro. His contract is $14 million. There's no way he's one of the top players in the game.
No.
That's a little contract.
Did you see so this guy named Deebo Samuels, he's a wide receiver for the 49ers. One of the safeties or corners for the who'd they just play?
Lions.
The Lions. He was like, "Oh, he's so flashy, blah blah blah. He really isn't good. He's just a running back." Even though he's a wide receiver. And Deebo was like, he's just mad because I got more money than him. And that was it. Like, that's all it takes. That'll infuriate somebody who was never rich until they started the NFL. I don't know. That's
Boy,
but I mean, you could be with Kate, bro. She's good looking. She's a good woman. Or you could be with the chick that's like, I can get you $20 million check. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? It's like, damn.
Yeah.
Wait, 20 mil?
20 milli?
yeah.
I mean, I was thinking about breaking up anyway.
I mean, yeah, you could be set up for life after that.
Yeah.
So you do it?
And then just win her back.
Yeah.
So you do it?
With the milli?
You'd have to like support the vaccine though.
I would have to sell my soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They won't make you get the vaccine to do that.
You just can't talk bad about
Dude,
it.
this Zen is fucking me up.
He's
Dude,
like,
this
just
shit-
take one.
You only did one?
I did too.
Well, what the fuck, bro? Is it 5 or
6 millis.
6 mils?
What's it doing? Getting you all lightheaded and shit or what?
It's just a nicotine high.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's no fun.
I mean, it kind of is.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how you're gonna sleep tonight. That's nuts.
I will be just fine.
Celsius and Zen.
And
back,
Zen,
just
dude.
Washing it down together.
The true combo for gains.
Well, that's what they make NyQuil for.
Your heart's like, yeah.
So give us an update, Cody. How's it going? I know you're struggling with your tendonitis
Damn,
and
dude,
stuff.
I just So I went to the gym today, and ever since the chiropractor, I thought I was getting better, but then all of a sudden, like it would just like inflame and act up again. And then, but I went to the gym today and just warmed up slowly, got the blood moving, and then it was fine. But I was like going really, really light. And I think that's what I'm just gonna have to do for a while, just to try to get the inflammation down. So, yeah, no more moving heavyweight for a little while at least.
I read an article not too long ago where they did some research on training to failure with lightweight versus heavy training, and low reps and all that. And they said that there was no difference in what happens to the muscle.
Yep.
Failure is failure.
I think that's what my chiropractor said too. Yeah. That's what he was saying.
You can use a 10-pound dumbbell and do that to failure, and it'd be the equivalent of doing 4 plates to failure. So it's like,
and everybody's different too. Like
I just motherfuckers like you can't handle that.
Oh, it's tough.
You can't handle the light.
I'm not a fan of it either.
Like it's really hard. I trained like that for a long time with AJ.
Yeah.
We used to do. It was something like one of Chad Lester's systems he had us doing, where we did all negatives. So we would assist with the positives and do the slowest possible negative we could. Like we would bench press 225 for like 3 reps, bro, because it would take us like 10 seconds to bring it down. Yeah. And then we'd get an assist up and then bring it down again. But I mean, it was brutal, like long, boring style training.
That's the hard part, because you're fucking your sets are taking so long.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to have time to do it all.
Yeah, it's like a 2-hour training session.
That's the only shitty part, is it just takes so much time.
But it's either that or you're not going heavy enough to hit the failure you need to hit too, though, if you can go that long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like the goal is like 2 to 3 reps.
Got to find the sweet spot.
Gassing your ass out,
Yeah.
So it shouldn't hurt you as long as you're training correctly for it. You should be able to
switch
still
up
make
a little
gains
bit
and just do that lightweight training.
Yeah, that's where I'm trying to find the sweet spot of how much weight to use but I was gonna say everybody's different. Like everybody was giving Jay Cutler shit because of his reps were like half reps, but it worked for him. Yeah, and he said like there must be something to that, because if you look at that Sam Sulek dude, he does the same thing, like these half reps.
Yeah,
his aren't as bad.
No,
there's a whole study on that. I'm going to send you an article.
Branch Warren too. I mean, his reps.
But he always got hurt though.
His reps were horrible.
Yeah, but Branch trained. I don't.
Not very smart.
But he trained like a slop, bro. Did he have a quality looking physique? He was big and he was freaky looking, but he didn't have good look. You know what I mean? But he trained like a savage, bro.
Yeah.
He went heavy as fuck, hardcore as fuck. No, form didn't matter. Fucking range of motion didn't. None of that stuff mattered to him. It was all about up and down.
Same thing with Ronnie. If you look at Ronnie's reps, it's the same thing.
But imagine being that and then going to like an old man. Yeah. It just, that would be the hardest thing mentally to handle.
There's no more gratification in your life, bro.
Yeah.
And then it's like what I used to say about the rap game, bro. Like, imagine being 30, 40 years old, still rapping, trying to survive the game, because that's all you know. It's like Eminem. You know what I mean? Greatest MC. He just dropped another track this week, too, which is fire. It's a diss track he did to Benzino. But
I read it. I didn't listen to it.
But as I was listening to that one,
fucking going after that guy?
Yeah, and it's a fire verse, bro. Like, the guy's talented. But the problem is now I'm listening to it and I'm thinking, this fucking guy's 51 years old, and he's still on the fucking microphone talking about, hey, fuck you, better, just going out, and I'm just like, what?
But people bring him back into it, though.
I know, but it's so weird, and no one solicited this one.
No,
I just out the fucking blue dropped it. Even Benzino was like, dude, we're fucking old as fuck. That beef is like 20 plus years old. Like, are we really doing this? And then we went and made a diss track today. Benzino did. It's so bad, bro.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I didn't know Coyle Ray was his daughter.
Really?
Benzino's daughter. Yeah.
Hey, look this guy up. I don't think I know what
he was one of the head, like,
that magazine?
Yeah, for Double XL magazine. Yeah. He was like one of their
Double XL,
chief
Double
producers
XL
or some shit like that. And Eminem and him used to beef because he would never give Eminem his 5 mics or whatever.
Yeah.
For being the best rapper, because he was white essentially.
He's like a guy that judges music then?
He used to be.
He's got an odd face.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little
he looks like a fucking Family Guy character.
If you go listen
to
if you go listen
like that picture particularly, he looks like fucking giggity.
Yeah. Giggity, giggity, let's go. If you go listen to Eminem's old shit, you'll hear him.
He's on that juice. I got that jaw all big. I wonder if that's just.
Oh man, 50
This
Cent.
is not real,
50
bro.
Cent goes in on him.
Yeah, this fool got arrested. He's been humiliated so much recently, bro. Like, you know, he's gone broke and he's just doing stupid shit. And but he's still in the spotlight doing it. And now his daughter's
This is recent?
famous.
Oh yeah.
Now his daughter's really famous, bro, and
Yeah.
she's disowned him and won't talk to him. And he's like, she should give me money. Like I'm the reason why she's got clout today. And she's like, won't give him any money. And you know, like he's just fucking. I don't know. It's just loser shit, man.
It's crazy.
That's nuts, dude. His face is literally the shape of a peanut, but big.
He looks like the Planters guy. and
Yeah,
shit.
bro.
It's funny because in the diss track Eminem did about him too, he's like saying something about everyone's telling me to stop going at his neck. How can I go after something he don't
doesn't-
even got or some
Yeah.
shit like that?
They posted it on Rap, like
Yeah.
the Instagram page, and so
Yeah.
I was reading through it. I didn't listen to it though, which I probably should go check it
Yeah.
out now because that's.
What do you say? What's the opposite of Benzino? A giraffe.
Oh,
He's like,
yeah,
'cause he
yeah.
got no neck or some shit like that. He was just going off, bro.
Oh fuck.
Did 50 say anything about the track?
No, but 50 said something about the Detroit Lions loss and posted a picture of Eminem. I saw that today. He's like, this is going to be a tough one for M to swallow or some
yeah.
shit like that. He's like, that game was crazy.
Yeah.
And then posted a picture of Eminem flipping
Freaking
off all the
fans.
Niners fans.
Yeah.
Man,
That's good shit.
the Lions fans are kind of crazy too.
All fans are crazy. That's what I'm
Well,
trying to explain to you guys.
No.
Don't get out of this one, bro.
What
the
do you
Eagles are
mean?
the worst.
Eagles are the worst.
They're
After
the
I sent you
fucking
the
worst.
video,
There's
the guy.
got to be a worst, and it's the fucking Eagles and then the Raiders, bro.
What about the Bills?
Their fan base they ain't
They're
shit.
just
They
just
literally
crazy.
drop people on tables. That
Yeah,
guy
but that's
started on
just
fire.
willingly, bro.
Yeah, that's just them being
That's
drunk.
them willingly.
But that week before, that guy shot somebody.
All right, that's
This
just,
is real.
yeah, but it wasn't that.
Dion's reaching, bro. Don't
Yeah,
feed him.
you're
dude.
reaching.
Don't give him
God.
no fuel. Just ignore him.
No, I was gonna say one of my boys was like fucking pissed that I was like, go 49ers. Did you guys see that?
Nah.
Yeah, he was upset.
Uh-oh. Why? What's wrong with the Niners?
Because he's a Lions fan. And he's like, it's so hard to follow your fandom. Are you a Vikings fan, Bucks fan, now a Niners fan? Tough look, bud.
I love when dudes get offended. They're like, "You're not allowed to do
Yeah,
that." I'm just
yeah,
like,
right.
"Says who, motherfucker?" Like, I can support any fucking team I want at any time.
That's what I said. I was like, I'm a fan of the team I think can beat the Chiefs. Am I not supposed to root for any teams once my team is out?
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
know you
football.
only had to root for one.
I'm a fan.
team.
I'm a fan of football, bro. I have a favorite team, but I love fucking football. You
Well,
know what I mean?
obviously, I'm
Yeah.
a Vikings fan because I grew up a Vikings
Right.
fan. That's the local team, and I'm a Bucks fan because my relative plays for the Bucks.
Yeah.
And I'm a 49ers rooter
Bro.
because I want them to beat the Chiefs.
growing up, when we were growing up, bro, like in the hood, we would wear a Blazers jersey. I wasn't a Blazers fan, but I was a Blazer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I wore a Steelers jersey, you know, or a hat, it wasn't because I was a Steelers fan. It was because I was a Steeler, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we did. I wore Milwaukee Brewers shit.
I will
because
say-
I fucking pounded beers, you know? Like, we wore sports teams based on, like, innuendos and subliminal messages and shit. So,
Yeah.
like, it didn't matter. You
I was
know?
gonna say
You
out
could
there,
rock 'em.
yeah, whatever looks cool at
Yeah.
that point.
I
But
will say,
it was always about a message, you know what I mean? That
Yeah.
you were trying to send if you wore certain shit.
I was a Buccaneers fan growing up too because of Mike Allstott. So it wasn't like just out of the blue here too. I used to be a pretty big Bucks fan because of Mike Allstott, who was he was a huge fullback. You probably don't remember him, Dion, but he was a fucking beast.
I just wanted to look up like somebody that we could use as like a reference for worst fan base. So Bleacher Report posted this in November 21st. It said Eagles and Cowboys fans rated the worst for fan base. So
Oh damn, the voting was heavily skewed. for
yeah, I don't
Eagles
know
Cowboys.
about that one.
With the Buffalo Bills.
I'm biased, so
And
I won't
Bills
say
in
anything.
third.
But
So
you don't
New
ever
York,
see
yeah.
crazy. The only thing you see Cowboys fans doing is like defending their
We them
boys
boys.
because the rest of the world fucking hates on it, bro. That's the only thing you ever see.
It's so funny.
But I could see them getting carried away with it. And I'm not going to defend Texas, bro. Like, they're different over there, you know? So,
It's so funny.
speaking of Texas,
yeah, well, let's get into that. This is it. That's fine.
okay, while you're here, Draymond Green. This guy is the biggest shit show in basketball right now.
He's been like for years.
No, I know, but like
so?
it's getting worse and worse by the game, and like he just can't keep himself from being abusive and like getting penalized and shit. The guy just sucks now.
You see him. What did he do? He kicked that guy's face. I'm pretty sure it was
Recently.
No, that was like the second
I
to
just
last
saw
thing he did.
yesterday. He nutted the dude in the or he kneed the dude in the nuts.
Yeah.
Davis. He kneed Davis in the nuts when they were playing against the Lakers. Yeah.
And then he punched his teammate last year or 2 years ago.
I'm a Lakers fan. That's my favorite team. I kid you not. I haven't watched them since LeBron's been on the team.
Yeah.
I can't stand to watch LeBron play. He's the fucking biggest whiny crybaby ever, bro. Yeah, that one.
That's
when he got ejected, though, right?
Yeah, he got ejected.
He got ejected for like multiple games or some shit like that.
He stomped on his chest hard, and honestly, it's not.
But he always tries to act like it's an accident. Yeah,
well, he's holding on to his ankle.
But you don't stomp the dude out for doing that, bro.
Get the fuck off of him. His homie dapped him up after too. So Draymond Green stomps on a guy's chest as he's holding onto his ankle after trying to get a rebound. He's holding onto his ankle. Yes, you're getting stomped on. He's got to get the power out to get out of the foot.
No. No.
He could have broke his ankle right there.
Dude, basketball players are fucking pussies.
It's right on his ribs. That guy's he's so tall.
That
didn't look like it.
Left the game after fucking shooting his free throws from getting fucking
that didn't look
knee
like
in the
it.
nuts, and he walked off the game. He's just all limping, all slow. And I'm just like, come on, these guys,
dude.
When you get play for faking, you're gonna do it as much as you can because it's the easy way out. LeBron is the king of flop game, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
And when I say the king, like he's not good at it. He just does it more than anybody, and he looks fucking stupid every time he does it.
The flop because
half the time it's for nothing, bro.
It goes so well though.
He flops when motherfuckers aren't even near him.
This looks like this is some practice.
This is from the practice, yeah. So somebody was inside of their practice facility and recorded this while it was happening. So they were like jaw-jacking a little bit, and I'm sure Jordan Poole was like, "Do something about it, then." But then it kind of seems like they're not talking anymore, and he just fucking pushes him. Bang! Slept him. It was nasty.
We got in his face and pushed him. Go scroll down. When was this?
This was
bro. When you're a loser, that's
October
all you can
7th,
do.
2022.
Oh, this is a while ago.
Yep. So the last thing he did, he hit that guy in the nuts.
Yeah, Anthony Davis.
Jesus. I wouldn't be surprised if they cut him.
They what did he get? So he got suspended for like 8 games or something.
Does he still get paid?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, this was another older one.
This is an older one?
Yeah, I think so.
This is January 28, 2024. Oh, that's when this was posted, I guess. He hit him in the nose?
Yeah, I don't think this was recent, was it? Oh yeah, maybe it was. Before he kneed him in the nuts.
Yeah, no. So I mean he's something else.
That one.
This one?
Yeah.
This is the same game.
He's even smiling. Like. He's even smiling after watch.
All right.
Wow.
Oh shit. That's not intentional.
Oh.
Look at this.
He didn't get in trouble for that one, did he?
He got
holding his junk.
Yeah.
He's holding his junk, and he's like, "Come on, guy."
That's not his fault.
This fool ripped his jersey off after they lost this game.
Really?
Yeah, at the end of it.
When this was just like the other week or what?
It was just the other day.
Yeah, so he got off suspension. He did something else then.
Yeah, he's back. He's been back. He came back like a few games
But what
ago.
did he do to get...
He didn't even get him in the nuts, dude. Oh my God, dude. I fucking hate basketball.
Look at him though. He just can't control himself. And then after he throws his free throws, he just stands there and...
Dion, look, Google hockey player takes puck to the face and then comes back to the ice.
Oh, dude. In high school, we had a guy... You
can't compare basketball players to hockey players. No fucking way.
Dude.
In high school, we had a guy
man.
get hit with the puck right in his forehead, I think it was. And he cut his forehead open. They stitched him up. And then he came back and played. That's in high school. So
How the fuck did he get cut? With a cage on?
No, he wasn't a goalie.
Well, everybody wears a cage though.
I don't think so. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was his mouth then. But it definitely got in there.
Maybe a
They
stick.
all wear a cage?
Yeah, in high school.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
In good hockey?
I don't know shit.
That's
about
everybody,
hockey.
dude. At
I'll have to
college,
look.
college and high school, we all wear cages. Or they all wear cages.
What do you want me to look at?
A hockey player takes puck to the face and comes back.
That sounds pretty brutal.
It is pretty brutal. But it's awesome.
Have you guys seen Robbie Lawler when he was fighting? He cut his lip open, like from like basically all the way to his nose, and he like screams after his fight. It's freaking disgusting.
Oh, it's against the Wild too. Oh,
Holy shit.
right to the face.
That was fast.
Yeah.
No, they don't wear cage. So you're
This is
saying in high
professional.
school they wear cages?
Yeah.
I swear to God, they weren't wearing cages. Unless it was his chin. I guess that would be more likely.
Well, if his
He
helmet
lifted
maybe
his
went
helmet.
up
Yeah.
and then he got caught
Who's your
in the chin.
who's your hockey team, Cody? The Wild.
The Wild, yeah.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Oh,
Oh shit, he's close.
ouch.
That hurt.
Yeah.
That was the brunt of the power right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it is fucking, yeah.
right in his chin.
Ouch. But anyways, that's like, yeah. No blood though. It's pretty surprising.
Yeah, that was a good
leaking.
hit.
He's leaking.
Is he leaking?
Yeah,
He's leaking.
Oof. Anyway,
crazy.
yeah.
Well, that was the first half hour of sports. Let's talk Texas since we were on the subject.
Wait a minute. Should we say Super Bowl predictions?
Oh yeah. Let's do that. KC, obviously.
You see.
I think it's obvious.
I have to go with 49ers.
Yeah, to vote against them, but realistically, they're not going to win.
They just have been playing so poorly, or else I would say the 49ers too.
You just know that they're not, regardless of whether they're the better team or not, there's no way that Taylor Swift is going to lose to the 49ers, bro. America's not having it.
And they played each other like 3 years ago in the Super Bowl too.
Taylor Swift's going to get a Super Bowl ring her first season, bro.
Yep. Okay.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I have to go with the Chiefs just based on like how they've played the past 3 games.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Mahomes is bad, whether you like him or not.
He
That
is.
motherfucker is bad, bro.
Yeah.
I think that
Dude, it's just crazy when the pocket collapses and you think he's gonna get sacked.
he's so good.
He fucking weasels his way out
He's
and then
so
just
good at that.
rifles it.
Yeah.
Perfect pass.
Maybe it's
However-
because they don't expect him to do all those like flamboyant body language and shit, and that's how he weasels his way through and shit.
After like a
Just
long gain, watching him run to the ball, like run to the spot of the ball, he's just like, I'm like, bro, stop. Just walk regular, bro. Like, what's wrong?
Oh, that's good shit.
But then,
man.
like, I just can't handle the way they just meat ride him, like, all broadcast.
Patrick
like,
Mahomes.
like, we get he's good. You don't have to keep saying it.
Well, that's
Like,
their job. They're the announcers.
They
just-
have to be
yeah.
impartial.
What do you mean?
These guys, when
But they
talk
do the
about
same
him,
thing with Aaron Rodgers, though.
they do.
Fucking same
Same thing with the
Now, there's
Cowboys.
a guy that-
With the Cowboys, they do the same thing. Whenever
No,
they're on
all
TV,
they do is talk shit about Dak, bro.
when he's not playing.
No, when he's been gameplay, they're always just fucking
This year,
jaw-jacking him, bro.
This year, all I heard was, "Oh my God, he hasn't thrown so many picks like always." What the fuck is like, bro?
Yeah,
Oh man, dude.
Anyway, Texas.
Texas. Good old Texas.
Hey, Snoop Dogg.
Oh yeah, that one's a good one.
That's a funny one, but it's also concerning because all of a sudden all of them are turning, bro. And I'd like to believe, oh wow, they're finally waking the fuck up, but I feel like it's uglier than that.
Yeah.
It's deeper than that.
Maybe.
bro.
Well, we'll see though. What if Michelle Obama comes out and then they're like, oh, we're gonna actually
I don't know.
go for Michelle.
It's almost like if they wanted us they want everyone to fall into the play of like, yeah, Donald Trump's the one, and then we're all going to realize that that's how they get their agenda fulfilled all this time. They create the divide. They point us in one direction. They make us think evil of all these people that are on their way out anyways. And then, the reason why I say this, and I know this is going to sound stupid, and everything we talk about is stupid and conspiracy theories anyway, but I read a series of books back in the day called the Left Behind series. And it was basically these two guys, these two old cats, who wrote a novel, a storyline out of the Bible, essentially. Right? So like all the books in the Bible are written into this series of books called the Left Behind series. And it's about the rapture, the 7-year rapture, when Christ returns and all that. And in it, they say there's this guy, he's the Antichrist, and his name is Nikolai Carpathia. And he's of European, descent. Essentially, he's just a white guy. And they're saying that he is loved by the masses. He is praised by the majority of people, and everyone loves him. And there's this one world government that's about to be created. Nikolai Carpathia is the man for the job. Then he turns out to be the bad guy. That could be Trump.
Okay, here's the deal.
We've got Trump, dude.
We've got all of the DeSantis supporters are still foaming at the mouth. And that's all I see is, I'm not voting for Trump. Blah, 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 blah. It's completely still split.
Yeah.
It is completely fractured.
I mean, it's the way it looks. They show us what they want to show us, though, I feel like, man.
And when it comes down to the day, who are they going to vote for?
I'm just so confused.
That's what they say. They say that they're going to vote. They're going to withhold their vote. They're not voting for Trump.
Because look, like people like Snoop Dogg and shit coming forward now and being like, no, you know what? It's Trump. The Rock. You know what? Nah, it's Trump. He's the one. They're all doing it all of a sudden, right? And it's, as much as I want to be like, okay, this is fucking cool, I'm like, nah. We already know that these motherfuckers are deep state, bro. We already know that they're compromised. They've already shown their hand. They don't get to just all of a sudden flop back the other way unless, of course, there's a plan behind that.
Yeah.
I would think. I don't know. I don't even know if anything we believe is true. I'm just saying based on the shit that we theorize around.
Yeah. Unless they're seeing what's happening and don't want another 4 years of the same,
right? But
they're worse.
But they're being controlled to help fulfill what's happening, and then all of a sudden they're just like, yeah, never mind. Wouldn't that?
Well, I don't know.
Wouldn't that put all the rewards at risk?
They already got all their money,
but still, now you're gonna get killed. Then you'll be suicided. Like I don't know.
See,
it's hard to say.
I don't know. With Trump, it's like he protects a lot for no reason, which is weird.
Snoop Dogg has an IQ of 147.
How do you know that?
Because they've done an IQ test on him. Like 147 is really high. I think who was it? There was another really smart person. Maybe it was Einstein. He had like an IQ of like 157 or I don't know, some shit like that. So he's got a really intelligent IQ for the most part. Damn near genius. Which
that's crazy.
Yeah,
just smoked the shit out of his brain, and he's.
But that's because we all know that's not really what weed does to you. It's just what they told us when they wanted us to not have it.
So 1 to 70 is low, 71 to 84 is below average, 85 to 115 is average, 116 to 144 is above average, 145 to 159 is high, 160 plus is genius.
Yeah, so he's damn near genius IQ, which that's a really high IQ for someone like he portrays.
Yeah.
Which means he is really smart. He is very intelligent.
Yeah.
He just acts dumb.
Yeah.
Because he's an actor. This is entertainment.
Yeah.
Snoop knows what the fuck is up. He's just being controlled, I think. So I don't know if I trust his sudden flip. Which I mean, it was a flip for him to be in support of to be in opposition of Trump to begin with, because he was a Trump lover prior to Trump being a politician. And then he flipped and was like, fuck Trump, he's this. And then he made that video I showed you guys where he's just like, fuck that nigga and anyone who votes for him.
That was crazy.
You too. And now he's like, nah, it's all love and respect.
I got nothing
but he
bad
didn't
for
apologize
Trump.
to nobody that liked him first. He was just like, oh, fuck you if you support Trump and all this shit. And now all of a sudden he's just like, nah, I got nothing but respect and love.
I think it's
like,
crazy.
I don't know if you know what love and respect are, but okay.
I think it's weird that they have a lot of those guys that have been in the system for so long. Like he's been in the system since he was able to
19.
remember. Yeah, like The Rock's been in there since he was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Also, those guys are some of the only people that are super high up and willing to keep switching sides or keep telling people exactly how they feel about these politically divisive people.
Yeah.
And they're willing to keep sharing their opinions, which is just odd to me. So I don't know.
The whole thing is odd. The whole thing is odd. I mean, them just like coming out of nowhere all of a sudden, you know, The Rock was on Fox News the other day and it was like,
he was on SportsCenter
touting
too.
Trump, you know, even when he was on Rogan, when he started to like,
he's like, you know, him and Han.
Yeah. It's like,
I'm glad you brought that up.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
Way to check me.
See what it is.
But the thing is, he's getting bigger at this point. Like
I know, but that's why I'm saying that's why it's confusing, right? Because if they were to actually genuinely flop, right, like they're flipping the script right now, there would be somebody there to do this to their earning potential and the things that they have, the things they've been awarded for the way that they supported Biden at first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like The Rock of all people, right? Because he's exponentially has been rewarded for his touting of Biden and Kamala in 2016 or whatever, right? Since then, Terramana's become the number one fucking tequila in the world, and it's my favorite. I won't even front on it.
It's
good. A quality fucking tequila.
That was 2020.
But his movies, he bought the XFL. Now they've merged it and made it
USFL.
You know what I mean? Like everything that's going on, bro. Like he's just getting bigger and bigger. He's going to be a billionaire before we know it. Well, it's because they merged the XFL and the USFL.
That was a smart move.
It's a very smart move.
Almost too smart. It's The Rock owns that. You know what I mean?
And they have that event that they were going to put on for bodybuilding. What was that one? The big.
Yeah, what happened to that?
I think it must have fallen through.
Well, because they tried to do it right.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah, so he's fuck. I mean, he's gonna go down as one of those guys that are just like crazy rich, which I just don't get. What's the point?
Yeah, man, I used to be such a big fan of his. This is even Snoop. I'm a big fan of Snoop, but like, I don't know where I stand because they're flopping back and forth, and it's just like, are they telling everyone to run and tuck tail real quick and save face because it's out of control and there's nothing they can do about it? And so they said, okay, fuck it, I'm with Trump. I don't know, but something's not right about it.
True, but people are allowed to change their views too.
But would you say that they're allowed to change if they're already the bad guy?
What do you mean?
Like we know them to be on the opposing team. Like, let's just, for instance, The Rock did not fucking do his due diligence. Someone ordered him to say all the shit he said about Kamala and Biden. There's no way he sat on a fucking phone call with both of them and decided to tell all 60 million of, I don't even know how many followers he has anymore, all of his followers, double-digit millions. He went on and was like, I'm certain after conversations with them, they are the best ones for the job. I respect everything they believe in, everything they stand for, and I'm telling America right now to go that direction. Like, all that bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
All that bullshit. Like, clearly he's lying. Clearly he was forced to say that. So him to be able to flip back now at this point, it's not so much to me of like, well, everyone deserves to be wrong. I've been there. I was wrong about Trump, and then I found myself on the opposite end, but nobody paid me to be wrong about Trump. I was buying the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
If I would have sat down with Biden and Kamala, I would have easily picked up on these motherfuckers are jack jobs, and there's no way I'm gonna fucking vote for them. You're telling me now The Rock went and sat down with them and was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna tell the world to vote for these motherfuckers because they're the ones. And now that he's having all of a sudden a change of heart, we're supposed to just be like, well, hey, he changed his mind. He sees what's going on. It's just like, no, someone told him in the first place he had no fucking choice but to say that. Because there's no way he actually believed that.
Or he had a choice and he chose to do it.
Either way, my point is
in favor of something, yes. Yeah.
That makes him wrong. You know what I mean? He steered people wrong. If you're telling me that he did not influence certain individuals to go and vote in the wrong direction after that bullshit he pulled, you're crazy. They went to him for a reason. His influence is very powerful. Very powerful.
I've got a good question for you guys. Would you guys say we're more divided now, now, at this moment, than we were when Trump was in office the entire time?
Yeah.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
Like the United States or the world?
The world.
What about the United States specifically?
The United States as well.
Yeah?
For sure.
Yeah.
You'd say so?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ben Shapiro and Destiny did a debate. I don't know if you guys saw that. They did it on Lex Friedman's podcast. You guys should go ahead and take a look at that if you guys got time. But they basically talk about things that are going on in the world. Obviously, they talk about Israel and stuff like that because of their strong takes. I don't really know who Destiny is very well. I've never really watched any of his content, but he's obviously more liberal, or is a liberal. And then obviously you got Ben Shapiro. So, and they kind of argue about who's the better president, and Destiny actually gives you some reasons why Joe Biden isn't terrible. And I was like, oh, interesting. But also look at where we're at now in the world. I couldn't tell you right now. Oh. I only got halfway through it, and I wasn't like focused completely on it.
Well,
I
you
was
said they were pretty good. I thought you would have at least been taking.
I'm only halfway.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
I'd be curious to hear what the fuck they think makes him qualified.
I don't really like either
what
of them.
What did he do that was so good for us that makes it beneficial?
No.
Nothing.
Well, if you guys,
he destroyed this country.
Let's do a head count again. Let's do a head count.
Sure.
All right. So we got Ukraine going on. We still got tensions with Taiwan and China. North Korea is testing ballistic missiles.
They're crazy, bro. They're getting after it.
Kim Jong-un he's getting after it.
He is.
So okay.
Iran.
Then you got Iran. Supplying with the Houthis.
They just announced today that he's sending troops to Middle East.
So there was a bombing from a suicide drone in Jordan. Okay, and then you got Yemen. You got Israel. And then you got the southern border. That is a lot of shit.
That's just the stuff that's happening on a large scale. Now you have to think about how fucked up this country is, though.
Yeah.
Like, never mind all the foreign wars, bro.
Yeah.
Let's look at where we stand today as a country. We're third world to other nations, bro. They look at America right now as a third world country with the way things are being done here, with the control that our government has, with the way that they're pulling the wool over our eyes. If you talk to anyone from another country, bro, who understands what we're going through looks like on the back end, they'll tell you 100%, you guys are being tricked, you're being fooled, your government doesn't care about you. Like, trust us when we say this. They're corrupt, they're evil, they're bad people, and we're just over here being like, who are we gonna vote for?
Yeah.
But all these motherfuckers on the outside, and they always say you have to think outside the box, right? That means you have to be able to step out and look inward at what's really going on, because when you're inside of it, you don't see it. It's like when they say you don't notice someone gained a lot of weight or lost a lot of weight when you're around them every day, but if you don't see them for a while and then you see them again, you're like, whoa, hey, you look better or different, or you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like that same concept. So when you step outside the box, like all these people who don't live here and they're watching what's going on, they're able to see clearly, bro, this is communism coming. They don't even realize it. We've been living in communism our whole lives. We get it. America's not seeing it. They're blind
Canadians?
as fuck. Bro, anyone.
Here's my point.
Canadians are turning into
That's what I'm saying. They should be the ones that would notice that.
But I mean, from any third world country where where there's communism, they'll tell us right now, like, we're about to get fucked.
Yeah.
They can see it clear as day from the outside looking in. All of us inside, for the most part, everyone's dumbfounded.
Yeah.
And it's like, like, is it bad? Yeah, it's bad, but dude, I still wake up every day and I still go to work. Everything seems fine.
Doesn't affect me.
Just like, yeah, okay. Go buy something. I was at the gas station, bro. Like, so these are not H&I prices, but surprisingly, our prices are better because for the earlier years, I couldn't compete with gas station prices for energy drinks and shit.
Yeah.
They're 2 for $6 right now, or $3.50 a can for Ghost Energy at the gas station. The one bars, they're protein one bars.
I was gonna say the protein bars are crazy.
They're $3.50 a fucking bar, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's like the cheapest one you could get too.
My prices aren't even there yet.
Wow.
So I'm like, holy crap! Like, this is bad. Our economy is fucked. Like, this nation is just in turmoil, and we're just taking it up the ass with a fucking grain of salt, bro. Like,
So here's my point about doing the head count and seeing all the potential fighting across the nation or the world is, and this could be argued either way, but when Trump was in office, I felt like we carried a big stick. Mm-hmm. And as much as we hate it, we were the world police. Yeah. And people,
we were feared.
People
took place that never took place.
Nations would, they would toe the line. Yeah. And that's because we carried a really big stick. Yeah. If you look tough and act tough, people aren't going to fuck with you, right?
Yeah. But you got to mean it.
It's like
And they believed he meant it. That's
it's
why
like,
he went to North Korea.
Yeah.
Dion, it's like me. I look tough and act tough, but I'm just a giant pussy. I'm just kidding. But that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm not kidding. I'm just a big giant.
He's a softie.
Yeah.
Softie. Unless you fuck with my friends when I'm drunk, then
yeah, I probably wouldn't mess with it. Yeah.
But yeah, so who knows if Trump were in office, I don't know. But if you look back at 2016 to 2020, besides like we were in war in Iraq and Afghanistan. Besides those two countries, right? There wasn't half the shit that was going on.
No.
Now,
would you guys say that his ability to speak with the world was poor? Like when
he's not a good talker, dude. He's fucking terrible at talking.
His ability to speak with world leaders was a different
thing.
Way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which that's all I give a fuck about, bro.
Yeah.
You can bro. Look at how we all talk to each other, but
That's
we get
true.
offended when a motherfucker like that. We're like, oh my god. It's just like, shut up. You talk like that all day, every fucking day. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
It's such bullshit when people act offended. They're just being bitches. This motherfucker, the way he dealt with foreign leaders was the way it should be done. The reason why he was able to get that fucking Middle East peace treaty signed, and the reason why he was able to go talk to Putin and handle him the way he did, the reason why he was able to bump people out of his way at fucking NATO meetings and all this shit like that, the reason why he was able to stand out in front of the Pope and walk in front of the fucking Queen, all of those things, bro, have to be something that you look at and go, okay, what the fuck is going on here? He made peace between North Korea and South Korea for the first time ever, stood there, walked across the line with fucking
Kim Jong-un.
Like, come on. There's something to be said about that. There was something, whether you like it or not, and I'm not a Trump jocker, bro, but there was something powerful about his demeanor.
Yeah.
That he could do the things he did.
Well, if you like we talked about before, when he was shaking Putin's hand and you fucking pulled him in. Like, it's little stuff like that.
That's an alpha power play, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's like, whoa, what the fuck?
It's
But
little
he gets
stuff
away
like
with
that.
Or when they were like, you're not supposed to touch the prince and all that shit, and he fucking did him up, bro. Like, and everyone just looked around like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And Trump just stood there and fucking tucks his fucking suit jacket and just
John,
like,
turn your mic this way.
who's gonna do it? And I hit it out of place. I trumped it. But yeah, you know, like that guy, the way he does things like that, bro, it's game changing.
Yeah.
And we've never seen a leader like that. Everyone's like, oh, he's so cocky, he's so this. You know why everyone got offended? Because he was ruining their money, bro.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
That's why they acted offended by his demeanor.
They don't want
They're
peace.
like, oh my God, our money. Like, he's abusing our money. Those guys aren't gonna give us that money they promised us. If Trump keeps going out there being the leader he's supposed to fucking be.
Yeah.
So like, I don't have an issue with his demeanor. I don't have an issue with his behavior. All of my friend circles and people beyond that I hear buzzing in the gym and other places are some of the fucking most ignorant, fucking like dirty mouth motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life. And they're all worried about Trump
what he said,
and his demeanor because he's the goddamn president of the United States. He's done more for this country in his one term that he has than the last, I don't know how many presidents we've had, bro.
Dude, how about that lawsuit that he has to pay out?
Oh my God, what was it?
42
You want to talk? You want to talk
83
about
million?
like smoke and mirrors, bro? Like the way they played this one. This season, like first of all, he was never convicted of anything with this one. Once again, like everything else, right?
She was on Fox News the other day too. I just wanted to point that out. It was
fraud.
funny.
Like his attorney's gangster though, bro. Like I love the way she handles it and talks to the media because she lets them know like here's what's going on.
Yeah,
they weren't allowed to submit any of their defense.
Right.
What? Wake up, America! Like,
yeah.
Wake
So
up,
so he has to pay $83 million because of
for defamation
because of what he said.
But the way that they spin it is everyone who hates Trump is out there going like he was just fucking he just lost in court for rape. He just, he raped this chick. He sexually assaulted her. He's been tried. He owes her $83 million.
That wasn't correct.
They proved all of that was bullshit. It was a lie. She's been caught in all kinds of lies. So they found a way to convict him of something related to it to make it look like he was the bad guy they tried to get him for. But in reality, it's wrong. Like there's no way that they can force him to pay her $83 million for defamation when she lost.
Yeah, defamation.
Defamation.
That's fucking crazy. And $83 million?
It's like if someone came to you and said, hey, you raped me, and you're like, no, I didn't, you're a liar, you can get sued for that.
Yeah.
So
You could get sued for lying on me about saying that you raped me, even though the courts were like, nah, we don't find him guilty.
she was on what she said on Fox News, and she let her lawyer talk most of the way because
Of course.
she was like, yeah, I'll let her take this.
He was paid for
I
by
was like,
some big hands.
It was a girl too.
Yeah.
And so she was like, well, what she said specifically, she said, I just want everyone to know that like women should be believed. And that's what this proves to everybody is that women should be believed. And, you know, he might not say anything about it now, but you know how the jury said Trump's got a big mouth, you know, and every once in a while he likes to talk. And so they're like, do you think he's going to say anything about this? Because he's not talking about it, obviously, because he's running for election. like he wants to be the president.
Well, there's also been gag orders put in place on him
that too. So, and it's just like, lady, what did you even win for? You got a defamation case that doesn't prove anything. Like what?
Yeah. Well, he won't ever have to pay out on it. I'm sure just like every other time they've convicted him of something, it goes to appeals and he fucking stomps it out.
Yeah, and that's what they were saying his attorney was going to do is
well, if that's
appeal.
the case, then Kyle Rittenhouse should be paid millions of dollars too for defamation.
Right.
Because that's the exact same thing.
Didn't he get paid money?
No, he never went to court for it.
Oh,
he got rich, but not for that.
Yeah.
He for sure got rich though.
Rich as fuck.
Yeah, I wonder where he's at nowadays. He's like 20. But yeah, no, that's crazy.
It's crazy for sure. Sliding on from there, let's jump into Texas real quick before we end this. It's going down in Texas.
Yeah,
like it's going down, and there's support coming in from all over the fucking place. And
yeah, it was like 25 Republican states came out in support. Some are sending troopers down.
Yep. They also got they're using shipping containers now to build a wall instead of the barbed wire.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So what they're doing is they're putting shipping containers and then they're putting barbed wire up on top of them and then on behind them. So even if you get over, you still got to go through the barbed wire or the razor wire. So
I love it though. This is what needs to happen. I just fear it's intentionally being done to go ahead and kick off the Civil War.
I just don't think this is what they're gonna fight. Like,
do you remember Waco?
Yeah.
Texas is known, bro.
That's
Texas
true.
is known to take
and
it
that
there.
was the
and
government.
if we take it there right now in this time, you know, in that we're in, it could get really ugly really fast.
Especially when like Trump is like also saying, go there, be there, help them, give people
they're
there.
going to get them for inciting again.
Oh, sure.
So they're talking about Florida has what are they called? They're not called. They're like National Guard, but they're not with the military. It's like his own. Look it up. Ron DeSantis has personal guard or something like that. I just heard it on the radio this morning. So they're talking about passing a bill that would allow him to send this personal guard unit to Texas as long as Texas agrees. Florida State Guard, that's what it's called. And he established this in 2022. So I don't know how many people they are, but it's basically his own personal guard unit.
That's crazy. How do you do that? That kind of seems like bullshit. So DeSantis, under the guise of civil disaster relief forces, instead being trained as an armed combat-ready militia under his personal command, according to military veteran recruits who have quit the program.
Yeah. So our state guards considered military. Click on that. That's not it.
California has one?
Is a military unit which provides system training.
That's the California National Guard, though.
So anyways, it's this basically his own personal guard. State guard set up by DeSantis is being trained as personnel.
No, the California State Military is something different.
It's the state guard, though. That's what it's referred to as.
Yeah.
No, it says they provide training to the National Guard.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, that's weird. But the one for Florida, that's basically says.
Oh, we need a North Dakota one now.
Click on the top one.
Click on
the
that.
top.
Let's start
on
one.
This?
Nope.
No.
State guard
click
set up
on this?
by DeSantis is being trained. Florida State Guard established by the right wing under the guise of a civilian. According to military. So, having become concerned at the militaristic training and abuse. Is this an old article?
6 months.
Did you see it? Yeah, 6 months
Well,
old.
it's more than 6 months is all it's saying, but
Okay.
Established
anyways,
in June 2022.
I heard this on the radio today or somewhere. Basically, what they're waiting for is the Florida Senate or whatever to pass a bill that will allow them to send them to Texas to help.
That's crazy.
Which would be,
Yeah.
but he's already sending state patrol down there too, along with Oklahoma and whoever else. I'll be interested if North Dakota does anything.
Yeah, with the way everyone's trying to get in Trump's back pocket, I could imagine we would.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
I think it's very odd that I mean, I get obviously all these guys wanting to move up in position, but like how they're all just like, "Yep, vote for Trump." I tried 2 weeks. Vote for Trump. That's it. It's like, what the fuck? Vivek is definitely
Like they
gonna
just bailed out real quick, all of a
really
sudden,
quick.
Yeah.
But like Vivek is gonna be VP. He's gonna be VP. There's no way he's not.
I don't know.
He's the biggest meat rider I've ever heard talk about Trump and like him winning.
I don't know.
It's tough to say for real.
It is. I don't know if it's. I feel like it's gonna be somebody that's been around
You think so, huh?
and probably a woman.
Who you just for the votes?
There's a lot of good conservative women out there that would be a good VP pick.
I hope it's not just about like a publicity stunt for something like that though. Like, oh, with all the stuff around Trump, let's just put a woman in there and make this be more of a, see, women can be around Trump kind of a thing, as opposed to just like who's the best motherfucking person to put in that spot right now and make some fucking shit happen.
DEI coming back.
It's gross. It's gross.
DEI.
Yeah. Well, fuck.
What else? What else is going on? There's so much going on.
There's a lot going on.
A lot of it is there. Like this week, we say there's something new every week, and there is, but like it feels like we're in a holding pattern right now, waiting for whatever's been going on to finally explode.
Well, I mean, Joe Biden said there was going to be consequences if the barbed wire was not removed, and it wasn't, and there's no consequences yet.
Yeah, he gave him 24 hours or something.
He gave him 24 hours, and
they put up more wire.
That was Friday. Yeah. So
and then there's been pressure that they want him to federalize the Texas Guard down there, and I think if he did that, it would cause a really big shit show.
Oh shit! Well, what was the thing I sent you guys the screenshot of? It was basically Joe Biden was saying he wanted them to pass his congressional bipartisan law or whatever, and he would then take care of the border. He said,
"Oh yeah, the bill,
yeah, the bipartisan bill."
Yeah.
He said, if you guys let
Give me
sign
the money
this,
already.
yeah.
And then give me what I want in the bill, and we'll pass it.
Yeah. And then he said, but then I'll take care of the border.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because it's all in the same bill, so it's like he's basically saying, "Give me all the money that I need, and I'll sign on it, because then they can have whatever they need for the border."
Yeah.
But he won't sign on it until they give him what he needs. That's how he's blaming them.
Yeah.
He's saying, "Oh yeah, it's the Republicans. They won't sign the bill." And it's just like, yeah, because they don't want all that bullshit in there that he's, there's more
all
Ukraine
the money to
there's
Ukraine.
All, yep.
Well, that, and they were talking about basically what it was is that if there was more than 5,000 illegal crossings in a day is when they would close the border. Yeah. Which is, that's a lot, right?
Yeah, that's a day, 5,000 a day. That's a ton.
How much is that a month? Times 30, 150,000 a month.
So they're saying Biden's authorizing U.S. military action in the Middle East as early as tonight. So here we go on that. But now
My guess is there'll be drone strikes. That's where I see that. That's where I see this going.
Did you know that George Soros bought Taylor Swift's
rights to her music?
Yeah, that was interesting to hear.
Yeah, that was a couple of years ago though.
They're saying, forget Kamala Harris, put Taylor Swift on Joe Biden's ticket. Like, come on, bro.
Could you imagine if that's what gave him a win? I mean,
dude.
Look, it's a green screen of fake audience.
Yeah. That definitely is a green screen. What the fuck? My thing is like, so they don't have anyone better?
They really don't, though.
Like, there's so many people in the world. You're telling me there's not one better?
Are there so many people in the world that are in support of this agenda, though, is the problem.
I'm sure they can find them.
I think their resources are running low, bro.
You think, and so like this is just their last ditch effort. They're like, we got to get this fucker back in here.
I don't know. It's so hard to say, bro. It's so hard to say what's going on. It's something bad though, for sure.
Is Gavin Newsom, Joe Biden, or Michelle Obama? Those three. That's all they got.
Bro, Gavin's got to come out of the conversation.
There's no way he's getting up there.
there's no fucking. There's no lead into this dude being.
Dude, what are you laughing?
Whatsoever.
You're already out. You're out.
Yeah,
fucking
you can't
months
even
ago.
get fucking Secret Service protection on your.
At least he's still running
You're the
and shit.
first one getting the cream pie.
We know he's running to be president at least.
You're getting the cream pie, son.
dude.
You're gonna get the double cream pie.
I'm not getting any sort of any pies, no pies. All right. No, I just don't get it. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, everything's weird right now. That's for sure.
249,000 in December. Wow. Holy shit.
Or like, why don't they just have Kamala run?
Cause no.
Bro, that's just the fucking people they arrested.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
249,000 people arrested
In December.
It'd be interesting to find out how involved the cartel are with all this.
Oh, bro, what do you mean?
They're in it.
They're the epitome of this.
I know, but I would just want to
They're
know.
the motherfuckers running.
They're
the
loving
boats and
it,
shit.
yeah.
I want to know like how deep their fingers get into the whole entire thing
Far.
It's I mean,
on
it's bad,
on both sides of the border. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's bad.
Because
really
I'm pretty sure that the Mexican government's probably pretty corrupt, right? We already know that.
Very corrupt.
So,
Very corrupt.
but
So if anything, it's how deep our fingers go into the
Bro,
into
growing
the
up
cartel.
as a kid. So
well,
like
that's the CIA.
Yeah, exactly.
when we moved to San Diego and I was doing high school out there, we're right by the border. The San Ysidro is the last city before you get into Tijuana. Okay.
Tijuana.
Yeah. So we used to go there all the time. We were like 15 years old, bro. We would go into TJ and party and get drunk because they didn't give a fuck, right?
Yeah.
So we're at Tequila Sunrise, bro. It was like the gangster club. It's like one side of the club is LA, the other side is San Diego, and everyone's just throwing up gang signs across the whole club, and there's DJs in the middle, and there's girls walking around, doing shots and shit. And it's like we would go there at 15, get fucking faded. But this is how corrupt Mexico is. You would leave the clubs at night, right, to go back, walk across the border and get back onto U.S. soil. And on your way, there would be the federales would be driving all over the place with like, they got M16s are on the back of trucks, and they just jump out of trucks and throw people in it, bro. Fuck. Just walking down the fucking street, right? And you would think that that's some scary shit. But so we got arrested one time when we were there. Me and my cousin did.
This is on the Mexican side of the border?
Yeah, this is in TJ, right? So we're probably like 16, 17, something like that. He's a couple years older than me. So I was like 16 or 17. And we're walking back and we're faded, bro, like drunk. We were probably drinking rubbing alcohol all night, but that we got fucked up, whatever we were drinking. And there's on the way there, you stop and they have like the street tacos, right? But back then in TJ, they're smaller and they're like a quarter. So when you're drunk, you just buy like 20 street tacos and shit, you know what I mean? And you walk back across the border trying to sober up because you got to drive an hour and a half home from TJ drunk as fuck, right? So stupid shit. No one should ever do that. But but we're walking and they come up and they literally tell us, get in the car. And they jump out and they point their guns at us. And we're like, oh, fuck. And we get in the car and we drive off. And my cousin's looking at me. He's like, dude, we're fucked. I'm like, no fucking way we're not. Just chill. Watch. Pull around the corner. They park the car and they turn around and they said, how much? We looked at him like, what? And I told my cousin before we got there, I'm like, keep an extra 20 in your left pocket and stash the rest of your fucking money. And that 20 is reserve if we get pulled over. And that's all we had to do. They pulled over and we're just like, oh man. I'm like, I only have $20. And my cousin's like, I only have 22. And they're like, give it, get out. We're like, all right, cool. We gave him $20 and we walked away, bro. They only arrest you to embezzle you.
Yeah.
Like this is their police
just like
force,
the movies
bro.
go.
Yeah,
Yes,
this
yeah,
is their
yeah.
police force that does this shit, and it's super legit. This is what they do. They just want your money. They don't want to put you in jail, bro. They had no reason to arrest us other than we were drunk, but everybody's drunk. You know what I mean? Like literally, there's not a sober person walking the streets in TJ at night.
Crazy.
So they arrest you just to embezzle you, and so no matter what you have, they'll take it. If you got $5 on you, they'll take it.
Was Tijuana the only place you ever gone?
As far as what?
In Mexico?
Like
Like we went to Rosarito and stuff like that all throughout there. But anything that was within range, you know, so we can get back across the border pretty quick.
Juarez. That's probably too far, huh?
Yeah, that's too far. I never been there. I wouldn't go there though. But yeah, there's a lot more to that story, but it's for another time.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, like so they're there, bro. They're on both sides of the border. You know what I mean? And the ones that are here, bro, motherfuckers, like those dudes. Everyone knew those dudes were cartel. Even the cops knew those dudes were cartel. They didn't fuck with them, bro. It was almost like a hands-off situation. Sometimes it seemed like they were afraid of them. Sometimes it was just a matter of like, nah, they're hands off, bro. You know, that's how they lived. They did what they wanted.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
I'd be interested in if there was any in Fargo.
Oh, I'm sure
there is.
So I know Wahpeton has big cartel, and so does Bismarck
and Sioux Falls.
Yeah, in fact, the dude that used to work with us from Wahpeton that recently passed, he told me a bunch of stories about the cartel in Wap.
Really?
Yeah. Like he was in the trouble with a lot of them a lot of times.
Bismarck.
Yeah.
They're all around, dude. They're
because of the
everywhere.
drug.
Yeah. The drug game.
Wow.
Yeah, he told me. He said Wahpeton's got all kinds of cartel in it.
Damn.
Yeah. So as far as I know, it's a rumor.
You have to think though, we're so close to like Chicago and stuff, and like there's gangs there, but there's lots of drugs.
Yeah.
So somebody's peddling those drugs, and it's not just.
Well, it all boils down to the government, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The cartel was created by the government. The drug trafficking was created by the government. Like those are their planes, bro. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers ain't just putting airplanes in the sky and getting away with it, homie, and not getting shot down or caught by fucking air traffic control or anything. Like no. Those are government planes, and that's why they're able to traffic this shit back and forth.
Crazy.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
So,
I just got a notification on Twitter earlier today. It said they were issuing a notice for people traveling to the Bahamas because there's been so many killings.
Damn. I almost went there.
It said keep a low profile. So whatever that means.
Don't go.
Yeah.
You're definitely not. You can't go to the fucking Bahamas, dude.
Don't go there.
No.
That's why we're trying to figure out like where we want to go.
They're gonna think you're a rival gang or something.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah. There's a lot of places I can't go. I'd ever tell you guys a story about when I was in Africa and I went to like a village where it was all Rastafarians and shit.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I was trying to buy some weed, bro, and like in Mauritius it was like illegal. Like they sell like these little pinner things. Like I'm not kidding, smaller than a dime, like an actual dime, not a dime bag. But like it was so small, and what they do is they smoke spliffs out there. So it's like they mix that weed with tobacco and roll a joint, and it's the dirtiest weed you could possibly like. It doesn't even look like weed; it's brown as fuck, and it's just shit. But it's highly illegal. Well, that shit never did nothing for me, right? And the couple dudes that I hung out with that smoked, I was like, man, I need to get like, I want to get like an ounce of weed. Like, where can I get like a bunch of those little motherfuckers in a big bag, you know? Yeah. And he's like, oh, bro, we have to go see the Rastas for that. And I was just like, let's do it. He's like, it's dangerous there. You know, like they don't like strangers in their village. And I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck. Like at the time I was a fool. I was like, I don't give a fuck, bro. Like I'll go up in that motherfucker, no problem. And they're like, all right. So he made a phone call and we drive into this village. And right when we get to the gate of this village, there's these dudes standing out there with AK-47s and shit and fucking Rasta hats and fucking they're blazed up and they're just standing there and they fucking got their guns pointed at the car. We roll up. They roll down the window. Soon as they seen me, bruv, all right, man, get him out the car, bruv. Like they just loved me for no reason, just looking at me, bro.
I was like,
you know what I mean? Like, and instantly welcomed me in, took me into the house, started smoking me up, bro. Like,
what?
And yeah, and I was trying to tell him what I wanted to buy. The dude was translating for me, and they started freaking out. And they're like, bruv, you're gonna die, bruv. You can't smoke it like that. You're gonna die, bruv. Because I was just smoking the weed straight.
Yeah,
I wasn't mixing it with a spliff, and I rolled like a fat fucking joint, not this little pinner fucking spliff. You know what I mean? And they thought I was gonna fuck. They were like, they loved me, bro. They were freaking out about me, like the way I was smoking weed and shit. Like they were just tripping on me super hard, man. But like they were instantly attracted to me. It was the funniest thing. And I was all thugged out back then, you know. Like,
did you tell them where you were from?
Yeah, they all knew. They were throwing up W's by the time I left their village, bro. And they were just like, you know, they're just doing all this shit, bro. Like they loved me, shit, because I was validation for them.
Yeah, I
was from LA. I was from West Coast. I was from the States. Like they love people from the States, but they saw me, bro, and they instantly were like, yeah, this is the guy. They let me right the fuck in. Awesome. Even the dude I was with, like Abdus and all these other guys, they were just like, when we went back to the flats, and they're like, that's the craziest fucking thing I've ever seen. Like, they don't ever fucking like people like that. They're like, we don't even let us go up in the village that loosely, you know. But like, they didn't drive the car in, and they pulled me out right at the gate, bro. They're like, get out, and they were all like calling everyone over to come see me, and they were like pointing. I had like this Tupac button up that I used to wear and shit, because it's like my only dress shirt, bro, you know. And I was traveling the world for this company, so I had this button up shirt, but it had a big picture of Tupac on the front of it, and I was wearing that shit, and they were like pointing at my shirt, and they were saying, hey, yeah, and just doing all this shit, and I was just like, all right, let's do it, you know. Take me to your leader, homie.
Take me to your leader.
Yep. So
why did they think you're gonna die? Like, they don't smoke weed like that?
yeah, because they thought I was gonna OD. Because they get high off of just taking
bits.
Bro, this little thing, they would
Yeah.
split that among 7 dudes. Like, they would make 3 joints out of that, because they'd put mostly tobacco in the joint and then just sprinkle the little bit of weed on that shit, bro.
Weird.
And like 3 dudes would smoke that and get lit, and I would be smoking with them, and I'm just like, hey, I don't like smoking the tobacco, you know what I mean, because I'm trying to hit it like it was weed back then, and it was hurting my lungs and shit, because they're just inhaling tobacco, and I'm like, no, not like that, bro. Like, I want to like hit. So I was trying to get my hands on a lot, because everyone always just had these little baggies that were twisted up with just a little bit of weed. So I bought, I don't know, it was like 5,000 rupees, which back then it was probably like a couple $100 or something. I can't remember. It's like 30 rupees to $1 US. So I bought a bag for 5,000 rupees, which it looked like it was an ounce to me. And I just started breaking all the baggies. I had this nice little pile of fucking dirt weed on the table, and I just fucking rolled it into a fucking big fat joint. And they were losing their shit, bro. They were like, you're gonna die, bro. If you gonna die, bro. And I was just like, nah, bro. You should see what I smoke, homie. This is crap, you know? So it's just a cool story about some shit. But yeah, going into the village where all the Rastas were, like, they were gangstered out motherfuckers. They weren't to play with, but man, they took a liking to me. Like, I didn't even have to try. I was like kind of nervous and shit. Like, man,
Maybe they're just
when you pull up and they got AKs and shit, you know, and I'm just like, oh fuck, this is gonna be bad. They rolled down the windows, looked in the back seat. They said something about who I was, and you know, they knew I was coming because I wanted to buy, and I was from the States, and they just fucking, they're like, there he is. That's the guy. They're like, get out, bro, get out, come on, and fucking arms around me, bro. They're cheering and
they're black, right?
yeah, they're all black dudes.
Okay.
Yeah, well, they're like black and like Indians.
Okay.
There's a lot of Indian Rastas, dude. You know, like this is an old like French colony in Mauritius, and there's a lot of Hindu and a lot of Muslim there. But yeah, they're pretty much black. They're all African. Yeah, look at where it's at on the map, bro.
Wow.
That little dot.
Right off the coast of Madagascar.
Yeah, the southeast coast of Madagascar.
That's crazy.
I sailed the Indian Ocean. If you really zoom in, there's another island called like Seychelles. Yeah, up there. I've been to that island too, up top.
Oh, that one?
Yeah, Seychelles. Yep. It's an even smaller island.
Crazy.
Yep. That's where we flew for a vacation.
That's still considered Africa, huh?
Yeah, this Mauritius, Africa.
Wow.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it's creepy to think that I flew there. It was a 36-hour flight, with the longest leg being about 14 hours from London or Paris to Mauritius.
Which way do you think you flew?
I've done both.
No, did you fly this way or did you fly this way?
Oh yeah, fuck, who knows, huh? I went from Fargo to Chicago, then Chicago either to London or Paris, and then London and Paris straight to Mauritius. So it was like an 8-hour flight from Chicago to Europe essentially, and then another 13 to 14 hours from there to Mauritius.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It was a good time though. I had so much fucking fun, man. So much fun. Now I don't know. I'd be scared to go there with everything going on in the world.
So like I said, we're trying to figure out where we want to go for a honeymoon, and I was like, I really don't want to leave the States right now.
Yeah, it's weird.
At least, so we'll
weird.
see what next year's like. But
hell yeah,
fuck it.
Cool shit. Good one.
Yeah.
Right on. Let's end it. Yeah, next week I think we'll have something a lot more as far as what's going on and what's developed. I think we're gonna see some shit happen this week that will be a lot to talk about, at least maybe in Texas.
Yeah,
so
we'll have like 2 weeks too, technically. This is short notice, so
2 weeks.
I mean, it's Monday today.
Yeah, well, this will come out on Friday still. We're just recording it early, that way we can keep up with our timeline.
Yeah,
you know?
No, for sure.
But yeah, and then I think we're all in here next week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, well, shit. Thanks again for you guys' time and your attention. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about us. Don't tell your friends about us. Talk good, talk bad. Doesn't really matter as long as you are talking about us. Peace.